Today's sip is about being intentional with what you feed yourself because focus grows where focus goes. And if all I'm feeding myself is noise, that's all I'm going to get. And don't get me wrong, I love a laugh, love a good thigh slapping laugh, and I will scroll a meme or two. I'll even catch a funny clip, but I cannot live there. Not when I know there is so much more in me that needs my attention. And my growth deserves more than just some distractions. That's where the choice comes in. Choosing to pour in wisdom, encouragement, inspiration, those are the things that will stretch me. And it also reminds me of who I'm becoming. Because at the end of the day, nobody can do that for me but me. This episode is your reminder that what you take in is all you're going to get out. And if you're serious about becoming the best version of you, it starts with being your own teacher, accountability partner, and yes, even being intentional with memes. Focus grows where focus goes. That's the saying. I almost forgot it, but focus grows where focus goes. And the reason why I'm thinking about that is I woke up to 18 different memes from 4 different people. 18. Now, I know that these people see me check them and I might respond, might not respond. Usually, if I like go into the message, I can see the thumbnail and I could already tell if I'm going to watch it or not. I'm on this wave now where I am very intentional with what I'm feeding myself. If I click on a video and I start to see that it's something that I don't need to be watching, and it doesn't necessarily have to be violent, it could be a joke. I'm clicking out of it. I'm clicking out of it. I am so serious about what I am feeding myself, literally and figuratively. And I know that we all don't arrive at that space at the same time. So I can't expect people to be, in the exact same space that I am in my life at the same time. And I respect that. But for me right now, I don't want to watch videos of people fighting. I don't wanna watch videos of people playing pranks on their spouses and stuff. And I get in those moods sometimes where I have the space to entertain myself through these kind of things. It's also a way to connect with my friends, especially the ones that I don't necessarily talk to or see very often. So meme exchanges is a way of connecting in a way. However, I, again, am very intentional with what I'm feeding myself. So I might look at a couple memes. Like sometimes I'll get like 10 memes from one of my friends and I might watch like two of them. And I'll laugh and I'll respond. But those other eight, they just going sit. I don't have time. I don't want to watch all of them. And there is a lot of stuff going on in the world right now that is not going to do me any good by keeping up with. There's a lot of craziness going on in the world. If I kept up with every current event, with every story of every injustice, of every life that is lost, I would be depressed. I am an empath. I feel it all. I cry over commercials. I cry over movies. I used to cry when, girls would be on Maury trying to find the paternity of their freaking kid and it's not the dad. And it's like, oh, poor kid. And I would cry. So, knowing that about myself, I am not feeding myself things that I know are not going to be great to my spirit. I don't want to be sad every day. And with what's going on in our world, in our nation, if I kept up with everything, I would be sad. I would be so sad. And I'm not in that space. I feel amazing for where I'm going. And every single day, I make sure that I find a way to add to me. in order to help me get to where I'm going. My goals are set. And I have some podcast girlies that will send me the most beautiful podcast that reminds me of who I am or where I'm going. I have some beautiful people that will send me, memes or quotes that speak directly to who I am today. I have some females who will, just send me a heartfelt good morning message because they saw a bed of flowers and thought of me. This is what I love about my life right now. When I hear people say, "Your energy is so calming," "My spirit is this, my voice is this." Do you know I used to hate my voice? I could not stand listening to my voice, and to know that people love hearing my voice or the way that I talk. And I had a conversation a couple days ago with my sister-in-law, and she was like, "Diane, you have been doing the work for so long. And of course, your sound will be different. Of course, your aura will be different. Your energy is different because you've been doing the work." And she reminded me to sit back and give myself some grace about where I am and be accepting of what people are saying about me, because it's kind of hard to hear people say all of the things that they're saying about me, especially when I feel like there's so much more for me to do. But I've been doing the work, and the work has been being intentional with where I spend my time, being intentional with where I allow my energy to go, being very intentional with who I have around me. All of these things play a part in who I am today, even down to the memes. That might be an extreme to some people to say that even the memes play a part, but it's so true, especially when you understand the power of words and the power of your mind. What you feed your mind, what you say to yourself, it will multiply in your life so much. So every day I'm listening to people like Mel Robbins or Patrice Washington or Paul Brunson or, believe it or not, Kanye West or J. Cole, Jill Scott, India Arie, Janae Aiko. I might even listen to some Summer Walker. She ain't always positive. None of them are always positive. But for the majority, what they are putting out in the world, it is positivity and it is helping me. It is definitely helping me. So when it comes to your memes, keep them to a minimum, especially when you sending them to me, because most of the time, if it's nonsense, people falling off bikes, getting chased by dogs, somebody dancing, people drinking, you know, pranks on mom, pranks on dad, like all that stuff, you can keep it to a minimum because I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't care. Now, you want to send me some stuff that's going to allow me to grow, help me evolve, help me understand myself better, understand life better, understand people better so I can have more patience and more grace with people and myself. Help me be a better mom. Help me finance my budget better. Help me make great choices daily. If you want to send me some memes about how to be better at pickleball, or a nice, oh, I love when people send me nice trails or state parks or parks, hikes and stuff that they think about, send me that stuff. Keep that to a maximum. If you don't hear anything else today, hear this, please. You are your best teacher and your first accountability partner, and nobody else can sit you down and make you grow. That is on you. And sometimes the people closest to us can be the biggest distractions from our future. Not because they don't care, but because they don't see what you see. That's why you have to protect your focus and stay locked in on who you're becoming. Even the small stuff counts. What you laugh at, what you scroll, what you listen to, it all feeds something. So make sure you feed the future your prayers already paid for. And remember, take care of you first. Everybody else can sip after.